Chicago, California.
Alright.
Chicago, United States. Jay Goeppner.
Talk to me, Ken.
Vilken tonart?
Oh, fy fan. Hello, little Sweden here in Liverpool. Alright, what are we doing, lads? I have no idea, but this is great to be here. Is everybody hot enough? Are you okay. But let's get even hotter. How's that sound? Which one? Bad Boy? Is that the one you want to do? Bad Boy?
You make me dizzy and...
You make me feel like a natural woman. I don't think I can do that song. I'm sorry. I don't think I can. Which song?
Dizzy Miss Lizzy.
Dizzy Miss Lizzy. Okay, there we go.
Jay!
Yeah.
See, it's okay?
Any key, just do it. Let's rock, everybody. Come on. question and now phone me. I couldn't wait to get here to Liverpool, and you know, I want you to know that I've been to Sweden more than 4 times, and I love your country. Do you know money or something like that? What's that? There we go, he's got it. Everybody, come on. It was great singing in this sauna here in Liverpool. Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you later.
Say hello to here. This side.
Typical.
It's their fault.
Never mind
It's
giving them.
Jay.
Oh, don't be blaming everybody else. Be responsible and take the blame yourself.
No.
Typical. Wouldn't you know it?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce the late?
Couldn't you just... I just wanted to hug him. He was fabulous. Fabulous.
Also Scotland.
He's 17.
I know.
Oh, just can't tell you. I can't tell you how excited I was yesterday. How I gave Klaus a lift, and I was like this driving. I was so excited. I could have run home. I could have run from Anfield. I was like, yeah! Brilliant. Okay. Tell you what he knows. Can you see it in the brickwork? Yeah. Can you see Beatle? Yeah. 2 bricks, so you've got the red brick, and then 1, 2, and Beatles. You got it?
I'm drunk.
Were you drinking with me last night?
No.
I don't remember seeing you there. Can everybody see it? I tell you, this morning, I was so... I battered my leg on the getting into... Hey! Don't you dare put that on YouTube! This morning I was a bit... I thought, blimey, I shouldn't be driving. Come on, whoo, get yourself together. And as I stepped into the car, whap! Oh, it didn't off, get it on the shin. But that's me out. I can't take the penalties, can I? That's me out to the next lap.
Ja, det gjorde de faktiskt. Han gjorde ett skitmål där 2-2 början.
Ja, det var ju en snygg assist.
Oh my God, please keep it up in the second half. And they did. They were fantastic. And you know what? There were quite a few mistakes made. There were quite a few mistakes. And unfortunately, that one mistake by Skirky was the one that mattered. Okay, everybody, let me introduce Julie. And she's going to give you a little talk, tell you about this. Let me introduce you to these people. These people are from Sweden.
Welcome.
And no matter what I say, I'm joking, and they know I'm joking. I've been dealing with them for years and years. They are the loveliest. Well, I'm not going to. They're the loveliest people. I don't want. This is a first for me. Okay. This is a first. You know, you're getting this from the lady here. Okay.
We wanted 7 million to build a huge community centre and a Beatles visitors tourist attraction, but they gave us £738,292.68, and we spent every penny of it except £4, and they gave us that. So we decided that we couldn't have the big picture yet, so we call this our phase 1. In that room, we're just a bit of a mess at the minute because we had a big outdoor concert at the weekend. But in that room, we've got a community space which we run Tai Chi, yoga, craft, cooking, dance, art, Spanish, French, Italian, Reiki, karate, jazz, everything. We do car boot sales, we do lots of different things. But we also support the Beatles tourists as well and the fans. So when we have the Beatles birthdays or anniversaries, we have an outdoor event here, which we've just had this weekend, which is why we all look a bit tired. And we will get our £7 million project, but I don't think it will take 13 years now. So we're only just opening up to the tourists because it is Penny Lane, it's real, and there should be something for you to see and something for you to do. We're not for profit, we don't get any statutory funding, and we're still here rocking after 3 years, and we intend to be here for the next 99 years. I mightn't be, but you know, we will. One day, you know, we'll get it through those. So feel free to get your finished off to me. And I will give Edwina some permanent marks on. And you can all sign a pen later. Yeah. So yeah, that will be getting photographed. And we'll get it framed.
Baksidan är ju bäst.
Vänta en gång till.
Nu får du titta på det.
Du är diskvalificerad nu.
She wants to know if you're going to put this on YouTube or... Well, exactly. Go in and say to her, would it be all right? Ask her permission, it'd be okay to put it on YouTube. I think she'll be thrilled then.
Det finns penna om någon vill skriva.
Ja, jag vill skriva till 12. Kom in. Jag kommer ihåg.
Någon som vill ha?
Penna. Alltså nu va?
Helikopter.
Okay. The myth that they knew, and this John Mackenzie. Well, also we've got Antonina's husband, Johnson, and we've got Liverpool football fans. No Manx allowed. Bob Paisley. You've not asked me the question that I get asked all the time. I'll see it if you remember.
Jonah just asked was he a manager for Everton or? But he's from Cardiff.
Good and kind man to do this. He's also the son of the legendary Bob Paisley, Graham Paisley. We've just been talking about him. How we built the foundation, but your dad gave us the house. It was July the 6th, 1957. And the Walton Fete was taking place, and it took place every year. It was a little community fair, and they had goldfish in a bowl and hoopla stalls, and the old ladies and old men could have strawberry jam and tea and scones, and there was a beer tent, and it was a great thing for putting the community together. And there used to be a little parade would go around the village on the backs of coal lorries, and it would all end up in the playing fields behind the church. 1957, the vicar decided to try and get some more young people back to the church, that he would get the local band, the Quarrymen, to play at the Walton Fete. Now, you all know that Ivan Vaughan was a very good friend of John's from the area, but he didn't go to the Quarrybank school with John. He went to the Liverpool Institute. And his friend in school, and they shared the same birthday, was a boy called Macca, Paul McCartney. And he'd been persuading Paul all week in school to come along, and Paul was like, oh, I'm not bothered going to that thing, Ivy. No, it's full of kids and old folk. What do I want to go there for? Oh, no, Paul, he said, there'll be loads of talent there, there'll be loads of girls because my mate's band's playing. So apparently on that morning, Paul McCartney got up and put a fresh white shirt on, shoestring tie, drainpipe trousers, crepe sole shoes, and his best new sports jacket, fingertip length. Plenty of Brill cream went into his quiff, because there were going to be plenty of girls there. And we don't know, here we go again, the magical mythical tour. Did he bring his own guitar? Did he borrow a guitar? We don't know. Even Paul can't remember. He came across, let's say he brought his own guitar. He was on his bike, it would be strapped to his back. He'd be looking the part, but he was still a young boy with a guitar strapped to his back on a bike. He came from the next village, Allerton. He walked around the fair, he watched the kids, he watched the old folk, he heard the band, went over to watch. He was very impressed with the band. He noticed that John didn't get all the chords right, and that he was making up his own words as he went along. But Paul thought that was quite cool. John had actually seen his Auntie Mimi coming into, and he hadn't told Mimi that he was playing with the band, and he'd also had a couple of ciders or beers, and when he saw Mimi, he started, Mimi's coming up the drive, doing all this sort of stuff, you see. When the band had finished playing, and bear in mind, it was a day, boiling, boiling hot. Right, not like today. So the band came down from the playing fields and they walked across the road and they came into the church hall because the band were going to play again that night at the dance that was going to be held. Paul McCartney followed them very tentatively, and as he walked in, he was kind of watching. It wasn't bright like this, it'd be quite dark. And Ivan spotted him, and Ivan called him over and introduced him to John. John, this is my mate Paul. Paul, this is my mate John. You can imagine it, can't you? John Lennon, cool guy. Yeah? Play something, Paul. Paul got his hands on the guitar. Was it from his back? Did he borrow? We don't know. But he got his hands on the guitar. And the first thing he did, he tuned it in. The next thing he did, he turned it upside down. Then he started to play. John didn't know he played. If that's Paul McCartney, tell him to wait. John couldn't tune a guitar. Paul started to play. John didn't know he played left-handed. He was well impressed with that. But not only that, Paul played two of John's favourite songs, 20 Flight Rock, Be-Bop-A-Lula. He knew all the chords, he knew all the words. John was very impressed. But John Lennon, Mr. Tough Guy, the working class hero, started to get a little bit worried. He finished playing, he was chatting to the lads, all the lads were like, wow, let's do that again, show us how you do it. Well, you can imagine, can't you, young lads? Yeah, you're not bad, you're all right. I'll let you know if I need you. Then he turned to Ivan Vaughan and he went, the next time you bump into McCartney, ask him, does he want to be in the band? Musical history was made. And every time I tell that story, I still cannot believe that just two ordinary boys from an ordinary town, a little village, we were only an ordinary little town in the north of England, and you know what, look at me, loved it, loved it.
Oh, I love you. Pictures were taken
by Rod Davis's father, who was an amateur photographer, and he just took pictures of the procession. It's going down a place called King's Drive, about half a mile from here, and so he just took them as a record because his son was on play. Pete Shotton, Len Gary, Eric Griffiths, John, Colin Hanson and Rod Davis. This hall as a youth club. Before this meeting in 6th July 1957, John came here as a member of the youth club. The youth club met in 1957. They still meet here to this day.
This is the house John used to come to, and his mum used to teach him how to jive. This is the house he used to come to visit his mum, who became like his sister, a big mate, a friend. And of course, this is also the house that the police came to on the night to tell Bobby that Julia was dead. So it wasn't just their talent that they had in common, they also had the fact that they'd lost their mothers at very vulnerable ages, really. John was at the art college, and this is why he took to drinking a lot and being drunk and being a clown and being silly. And Paul, of course, 14 and a half. It's terrible, you know, to lose your mum at any time in your life. But as a young person, especially when you're a teenager, when all those hormones are raging and you don't know what to do with them. Mine are still raging. Still don't know what to do with them.
The Beatles brought all of us together from all over the world. So here's a cheers and toast to the greatest rock and roll band who brought everybody from all different parts of the world.
Absolutely. These are friends. These are friends I've had. These aren't friends anymore. These are like my family.
Well, you know what?
You all like my family, really, aren't you? You know everything about me.
At Julia's
no
house,
secrets.
It was so sweet. The woman when she came out,
Annie.
and I just thought, wow, this is
Liverpool.
So Liverpool, and so much like the friendly people that you see on the street. Everybody's so loving and helpful. So I thought of like, maybe we'll do.
I think I'm in love.
No. People around every corner, they seem to smile and say, we don't care what your name is, boy, we'll never turn you away. And so I'll continue to say, here I always will stay. So ferry, cross the Mersey, 'cause this land's the place I love, and here I'll stay, and here I'll stay, and here I'll stay.
Aww, I hope you do, Jay.
Thank you. Oh, I gotta wake up the driver, I'm sorry.
Thanks, Jay. Brilliant. As always, fantastic. Thank you all. Again, thank you. It's been great. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I've enjoyed showing it to you. And enjoy the rest of your stay in Liverpool. And I know you will, because you love this city, don't you? Thank you all very much. But a big thank you to this great driver. Dennis has done Beatle tours, but he's never done the alternative Beatle tour. And he's done a fantastic job, and thank you very much, Dennis.
Thanks so much.
For man Kent, what a man.